Welcome to the Night Owl, the meeting place, those things that keep you up at night. Content may contain graphic language and disturbing scenarios that I can assure you are not for the faint of heart, so listeners' discretion is advised. I'm your host, Isaiah, and if you're still with me, well, maybe you should lock your doors, check those windows, turn out the lights, and get as comfortable as you can. You won't be sleeping tonight. You've been warned.
Welcome to the Night Owl. Whether you're a first-time visitor or you frequently visit this place, it's great to have you. If you want to stay up to date with what's going on, or you have a story of your own you'd like to submit, follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Discord. You could email us at thebirdbrainpodcast@gmail.com with the subject line, The Night Owl. Tonight's tale is all about the new things we discover when we're moving from an old house. Lock your doors, check the windows, and get comfortable. You won't be sleeping tonight. I give you moving men. The family next door and I became pretty close over the years. When they were away, I'd house sit, take care of the dogs, which, by the way, I love like my own, and I just kept an eye on things. They welcomed me like family, so it wasn't much of a thought for me. The house, it was a decent size and peaceful, which was what I enjoyed the most. My house could get a little crazy at times, so to me, this was a little getaway. One of the things that never got old was their faulty alarm system. After a while, it just became something for show because it just kept going off, no matter what. If not, then it was the motion lights that would act up when I was in the house alone. I remember there were times I'd be house sitting and the alarm would go off. No doors were open, no windows open, anything. Just me walking around the house. And the dogs, they were so calm, so a lot of the times wherever I was, they were. They'd call from time to time if they were on vacation, just to check up, because they have one of those apps that has a notification function whenever there's movement after the alarm was set, and a camera that would show you what was happening in real time. Didn't bother me too much since I wasn't doing anything crazy, and they trusted me anyways. They thought I was doing something to trigger it at first until they themselves would be home and the alarm would trip in the middle of the night. Some time had passed and I moved away for work, but we still managed to keep in contact just because it'd been so long. One day they called to tell me they'd be moving, so I made it a point to plan a trip out. I wanted to see them, but I didn't mind helping them move. I remember during one phone call the alarm tripped. "I'm sorry about that," he said. "Honestly, I will not miss this. It scares the dogs and wakes up the kids. We never know. It startles us too in the middle of the night because we never know if this is the time that someone is actually in the house." Understandably so. "Glad you're coming. It'd be good to see you. We got a lot of stuff packed already. We'll just need help with some big things." "No problem," I said. And truly, it wasn't a problem. Even though my family moved a little away and I moved to another state altogether, we still made it a point to keep in touch. Well, today was moving day. I arrived to the house and they were already in motion, moving what they could to the truck in a frazzled assembly line. They had movers, but were more than excited to see me. I realized how long it'd been since seeing them. The kids were a little older. Even the dogs were showing some age, but never did they forget me. We caught up on lost time as we were moving things out. The kids, they seemed to have the most stuff, and keeping a handle on it became a task in itself. At one point, there was a loud thud. "Forget it. They probably don't need that," the wife said as we continued walking out with things piled up. Hours passed, and the house was empty. It was bittersweet, and I can tell they were sad to leave as well. "That's everything?" "Think so." They were beat. "I'll go do a dummy check," I insisted. Their gratitude showed, and so did their fatigue. I walked through the house, checking closets, cabinets, anything. And at one point, the alarm did its thing. For old time's sake. I got it, the wife yelled from downstairs. I checked all the rooms, and even the basement, and especially the attic. I found a box and varsity jacket that I brought down to them. Oh man, I almost forgot this stuff. Wow. It's been a while. Yeah, I found those, and also what looked like to be a mannequin in a trench coat near the back. It looked kind of heavy, so I didn't know what you wanted to do with that. Their faces were confused. A mannequin? Yeah, the far back corner of the attic. There was a tall mannequin in a trench coat. They went pale. I thought I did something wrong. We don't have a mannequin. The cops were called shortly after. All this time, the alarm system was just doing its job. So there you have it. Tune in next week for another story to keep you up at night. And if you have a story of your own you'd like to submit, email at thebirdbrainpodcast@gmail.com. Sleep tight.